What's that wiggle wiggle? Oh gang, here we are on the side of the road again. That's bad. I'm Tim. Welcome back to the channel. We got Karina behind the camera, and we're on our first friend venture. Well, I guess technically it's our second friend venture. The first friend venture was Hot Rod Power Tour, but so we're on our second friend venture up to Bourbon Country. We're gonna do a few tours of some distilleries, and our first stop is this morning in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're heading to the Chattanooga Distillery. And of course, I've got the hammer down because in true Tim fashion, I forgot that Chattanooga's in the Eastern time zone. So we're like an hour behind, but I'm doing like 80, so we should make it in time, I hope. We will see you in Chattanooga. So we made it to Chattanooga Distillery. Check that light fixture out, made with barrels and copper pipe. Lobby super cool. Karina hanging out waiting for the tour. So the tour was really awesome. Our tour guide, her name was Bonnie. She was really cool. They wouldn't let us film. I snuck a couple here, but this is their experimental distillery. So that's their basement, and they got this cool old cask. It's from like 1915. That one right there, and then in 2021 they filled it with some bourbon, so it's going to be pretty amazing when it's done. But it was awesome. If you're ever in Chattanooga, this is cool. We had a great time, and of course we spent too much money. So we're going to put this in the truck, head on over, and we'll go find something to eat. What a cool city. Let's go check it out here. So we're out here looking for a place to eat. We found the old Chattanooga Choo-Choo. How cool is this? What a cool little town. We gotta go find something to eat though, I'm hungry. Well, look at the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Super fun. Choo-choo. Ready? So we found this little place, Stir. I think it's called Stir. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yeah. And they've got all the Pappies, and I got a little pour of Pappy 10 for 13 bucks. Can't beat that with a stick. And I gotta honestly say, I've never tried Pappy 10, so we're gonna give it a whirl. Wow, that really is amazing. Dang, that's rich. Holy cow, that's awesome. Karina might be driving Fred to Kentucky. But golly, this is good. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. It's yummy. All right, so that was a super fun little afternoon in Chattanooga. So we got Lookout Mountain behind us, and that wall of whiskey was crazy. But we're heading up to, where are we going? Lebanon, Kentucky. We got like 4 hours to go. So we just fueled up old Fred. We got the air cranked, and we're heading north to Lebanon, Kentucky. So we'll see you all soon. All right, get you there. Bye. for the weekend. Check it out. Look at that. We can pull right up front and center. Stuff it down the cliff.
Please don't.
Don't make it down the cliff. So we got some thumping. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's just something settling in the suspension. I did take all the coolers and all the heavy stuff out, so I don't know. We're gonna have to pull over and see what the heck's making all this thumping noise here. Kind of weird. It was fine until maybe Fred just didn't like the cold, because it was fine when we got to the house last night. I don't know. We'll pull over and check it out, and hopefully all's good. See you soon. We made it to the Four Roses bottling facility. We're gonna go on a little tour here. We just said the heck with it because we were running late, didn't want to be late, so we got here, ran into the tour. So now we're heading in to, where are we gonna go now? Bardstown. We're gonna run to the Bardstown gift shop to see if they have anything good, but we're gonna take a look at old Fred under the hood here to make sure we're not missing something. But either something fell out or just something settled, because it seems to be okay now. So we'll peek under the hood. Hopefully all's good, and we'll see you in a few. To the Hill Distillery, see if we can find anything good at the gift shop here. You know it's a cool place when they got a cool old 7 out there. Well, that was really upsetting. We went in there, waited. There was some super rare bourbon, some private stock. We got to the register, there was 2 bottles left, and she says, oh, sorry, they're for folks who did the bottle your own bourbon. So we missed out on that one. So we're gonna take a swing over to Lux Row, see if we can find any goodies over there. What do you think?
Don't cry, Timmy.
Don't cry, Timmy. All right, we'll see you at Lux Row. Cry, Timmy, cry.
Don't cry, Timmy.
So we made it to Lux Row here, waiting in the road. We're gonna pull in. It's like an old castle. Check it out. All right, let's see what we can grab here. Well, that was pretty successful. I got the Fred sticker. We're gonna put that on in a second. And then look at this fancy thing. Look at this. The 4-grain Lux Row. Oh, look at that. Is that cool or what? Hopefully it's really good. I like 4 grains, so I'm hoping that this one's really good. We'll see. This baby back in here, wrap it up. I was hoping for their blood oak, but that was wishful thinking. How did she do that? All right, we'll safely put that up there. And then we got our bourbon trail thing going here. Look at it. We're at Chattanooga, Hill. We forgot to get one at Four Roses. Maybe if we make it to the other one. Now we made it to Lux Row. We're going. All right, we got to go get some food. Let's go. So we're in Bardstown, and look at, we stumbled across a cool little cruise. Let me show you. Say hi.
Hi.
Good. So we got some cool rides. I just met Mr. Paul over here, and he's got this awesome little 74 square body, and he painted it up like his friend had passed away, and that was his old shop, so he painted it up just like it. So let me give you a little quick walk around. I tried getting him to sell the topper to me, but he wouldn't do it. Yeah, cool rig. Super cool. Love it. Super awesome. Mr. Paul, thank you.
Okay.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
I hope to see you again sometime, you know.
Say goodbye to the audience from Bardstown, Kentucky. We'll see y'all later. Take care.
Y'all have a good time.
We will, thanks. Got to check out this 55 before we leave. Look at this thing. I think we need this in our garage.
Tickets on sale now. For complete details, visit etaspectacular.com.
Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
Larry Craig and Craig and Landers.
Look at that pickup. No, the Chevelle. Making my heart palpitate. A couple beauties over here.
Open every weekend all year long.
But we're going to be late for Maker's Mark, so we got to get rolling. We'll see you at the Maker's Mark.
Everything from collectibles.
Okay, we're there. You always know you're there when you hit something. It's the best way to find out when you're there. Alrighty. Alright, let's go in and have some fun. It's no big deal. We just crashed into a little shrub. So we're gonna go for a walk, go find Karina. She went ahead. She's in the garden, I think, so we're gonna go find her. Such a beautiful place. If you're here, even if you don't like bourbon, great place to go. Come check it out. It's really cool. Let's go find Karina in the gardens. We'll go for a little tour. We couldn't have asked for a better day. Super beautiful out. It's like, I don't know, 78, just low humidity. A little different than the Gulf Coast, and I'm really loving it right now. So let's go find her. So this is absolutely beautiful. Maker's Mark is like a park. The grounds are so pretty, you know, like this pathway, and we're gonna head over to the gardens, find Karina. Up ahead of us is the little visitor center. So we got Karina. These are the pretty gardens. They're a little dried up. It was like a Sahara desert for a bit. So we're gonna head to the visitor center and go for a tour. Karina found a friend. Or maybe I found a friend. Hey, bum. I guess I did. Hey, buddy. Oh, you found food. That's what you found.
By its food.
Yeah, found by its whole feed bin. I can't even walk and drink water. They're all over my face. Over me. Did you get any on you? No? Just me?
Just you.
I'm the special one. So we're walking down these paths. Like I said, they're everywhere. They're super, super pretty. And we're just walking down the hill, and this is old Whiskey Creek. That's where the lake that comes from up above is where they get all their water for all the distillation. And right ahead of us is the distillation house. So that's where we're heading now. There's a little tour ahead of us. So once they're out, we're gonna take you inside. You'll see the two stills that are running, and those cooked critters are boiling away. And then behind that is all the fermenters where the mash is doing its thing before it hits the still. So let's walk inside, and you'll see this stuff in action here.
After fermentation, and that's what we're going to send to our still.
Bourbon. Holy cow, look at all the fish in there. They're whiskey fish. They're whiskey fish. It's full of them. So let's go to the cellar, where they aged this Maker's Mark 46 for like 9 weeks with the staves in it. I guess they carved the whole thing out of the hill and built it right up to the old bedrock. So this is the old shipping and receiving. They bring all the whiskey in, send it on its way. But here's the warehouse. You can see the bedrock in the back. So this is that cellar warehouse where they do the Maker's 46 and then all the different stave finishes that they do to come up with all these really cool flavors. It's super, super cool. I guess it stays like a constant 50 or 55 degrees year round in here. Of course, they got artwork scattered around and all for the show, but this is the Cholula glass that they've got. So Cholula did this sculpture for them. I forget what they called it, but man, is it beautiful. Thousands of pieces of glass from Cholula. It's really breathtaking. But from here, we're gonna roll in, do our tasting, and then after the tasting here, we head right into the gift shop, and then Karina can dip some bottles. Right, it's Karina's turn. No pressure, you can do it. Nice to be a professional dipper. We got an old gas pump we got to check out before we leave. So these old visual ones, there was no electric pumps or anything. So you'd pump it up, well the attendant would pump it up, fill up the gallon level, and then once it was filled up to however much you were going to buy, you stick the hose in your gas tank and then open a valve, and whatever you pumped out would drain down into your tank. There weren't gauges and dials or anything, there was a visual, fill it up, that's how much I'm buying, drain it back out. Karina found her spot, she's just missing her old fashioned.
I was going to say that. She's either old-fashioned.
I just need an old fashioned. Let's kick back for a few like old people. Oh.
Old-fashioned sounded really good.
Doesn't it though? We'll have to go get one. Where's the next stop? Ham Days. Our tour guide told us that it's Ham Days here in Loretto, Texas, I guess, or one of the neighboring towns. Oh, what Ham Days is. A lot of ham and bacon. We might have to find it tonight. Sounds like a carnival or something.
Ham festival.
It's a ham festival. Yeah, I think that's a good reason to have festival. Ham. I like ham. All right, we're gonna look it up. We'll see you guys soon. We're gonna head back to Fred and see what our next adventure is gonna be. All right, we'll see you in a few. Bourbon makes him smile. I like it. So we made it to the Marion County. Is it the Ham Fest? Ham Festival? Ham Days. That's what it is. It's a Ham Days. Yeah. We're gonna go check it out. Looks pretty cool. So Fred's making some kind of funky noises. So we just had an awesome dinner, and I don't know what's going on, and we still got like 600-700 miles to go home tomorrow. So we went to Tractor Supply and bought this big red jack. Broken already. Look at that beauty. Let's see if we can get this thing jacked up, see what the heck's going on. Come on, Fred. What's that wiggle wiggle? Maybe I'll take it apart and check out the wheel bearings on this thing. Might have a bad bearing. We'll see. See, we got the old wheel and tire off here. It's hot still. Got my hammer. Definitely need some grease. Whoa, that's hot still. You get a pair of pliers, pull this cotter pin, see what the bearing looks like. I don't have any grease, so I don't want to get too crazy, but we'll go to O'Reilly's in the morning, repack these and put them back together. Pack some of this extra grease kind of in there just till the morning. Hot. It's hot. Hot. Get in there. It's hot. Kind of thinking that's what it is. This sucker is like grease is like shot. So I'm hoping we'll go to O'Reilly's. We'll get some axle grease, grease the snot out of it, and put it back together, and hopefully we'll be okay. I'm sure we will. That alone, just, I think it gave it an extra turn. It's not, there's no more wiggle waggle. So we grease this sucker up tomorrow. We'll be 100% fine. Just needs a repacking, good to go. Good old O'Reilly's parking lot. We saw it right down the road. All right, I'm gonna put this back together, and then we're gonna go see if we can find some beavers in the pond out here. Well, here we are, Advanced Automotive. So we're gonna try repacking the bearings. They had an outer bearing, so we grabbed that just in case. I'm not necessarily gonna change it, but maybe I should just throw it in. We got it. You know what? I'm gonna throw it in. What the heck? We're gonna have the old one out. Use the old race, but put the new bearing in, grease it up, throw it in, and then we're gonna hope for the best. See what this thing looks like. Ooh. Kind of looks like it's falling apart. Oh, got away from me. It's definitely dry. Floppy goppy. Hopefully the inner bearing's okay. So I didn't have a 3/8 Allen, so the guys here at Advance were super awesome. Let me borrow one. I want to pull off this caliper and just check that inner bearing. Make sure it at least has grease in it. I hope this takes care of it. I know you do too, right, Karina?
Yeah.
Only 600 or so miles home, it's fine. It's just a bearing. I'm not breaking anything. There we go. You just hang out there for a few. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Pack the daylights out of this old rear wheel bearing and jam it on there. Hopefully I packed it the best of my abilities without pulling it all off. So we'll put this crummy old rotor back on. And we'll pack up that. Oh, it felt good. All right, let's pack up this new front wheel bearing. So I do the old hand method. Just pack it full. Keep rolling it. Squeeze that oil and grease into every last little nook and cranny here. Righty, stick a little in here. This in. Oh, it farted. So I'm gonna pack this up a little more. We'll put that washer and nut on it. Give it a snug. I probably shouldn't have waited to do this. I was kind of waiting until we did a brake upgrade on old Fred, because it seems to stop okay for now. No floppin'sums. Well, welcome back, Cotter. There it is. All right, open this up. We'll put a whole bunch of grease in there and tap that pepperoni back on. Hammer. All right, just gotta throw the caliper pack on, get this baby back on the ground, and fingers crossed. Then we go pick up our bottle of Cellar aged, 2 bottles of Cellar aged. All right, so let it back down on the ground. We're gonna check all the other lugs, make sure they're good. Return the old Allen screw, and we're off to Maker's Mark. Hope for the best. Well, gang, here we are on the side of the road again. I had packed this wheel bearing before we left, thought it was okay, and apparently it's not. So we did get 2 bearings. We're gonna replace the outer on this one because that's all we have. Repack it, put it back together. But it's flopping in the breeze. Now looking at it, I can see the tires getting chewed up, and it was major wrong. So let's take this off. We'll see what things look like inside here. It's always bad when there's chunks of metal coming out of here. Thank goodness we have another bearing. We'd be in trouble. Things all in chunks. Oof, bad. VB. Wrong with you, Mr. Broken Bearing? All right, now we get this out of here. Chunks. Base is okay. That's bad. Okay. We found the problem. We're almost ready for a NASCAR pit crew. Mucho bettero. A hammer. There it is. Ta-da! Put the wheel and tire back on. We'll hit the road. And Bernie, if you were watching, remember when you blew these up like 25 years ago? Still got them. Well, we made it to I-65. Bearings in, everything feels good. We just stopped at the little travel stop. I felt the belt, both sides, the hubs, neither of them felt hot. So, drives much better now. We should be good. So we've got 564 miles to get home. I think 500 and probably, I don't know, 500 of those miles? No, probably 520 of those miles around I-65 here. So we're just going to keep on boogieing. Hopefully next time we chat, we'll be back down in the big city of Daphne. We'll see you soon. All right, so no road trips is complete without a stop at Buc-ee's. So we stopped at Buc-ee's here in Huntsville. And we found Dr. Steve. So my nephew's here, heading north to his place up north. Fred died. The fuel pump again overheated. So we got some food, chatted with Steve a little bit, got our fingers crossed. We're gonna head down to Gardendale, Alabama. We're just boogieing south, and we're gonna pick up another spare fuel pump for this stinking sniper. So hit the road again. We will see you hopefully back in Lower Alabama. We'll see you soon. Bye. Well, gang, we made it back safe and sound. Old Fred took care of us. So we didn't have any more problems all the way home. I don't know what's going on. Got to figure out why that fuel pump's overheating. Kind of have an idea maybe the fuel lines are actually letting the fuel heat up. And as it recirculates, the fuel's getting warm and can't cool the pump. It's just a theory. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to try changing the fuel lines around a little bit to fix that up. But we went to O'Reilly's. They didn't have the right pump, so we just hammered down. And got home last night safe and sound, so we're all right. So that's it. We got to get Fred ready because next weekend is the start of cruising the coast down here in the Gulf Coast, and we want to take Fred down there and see some of the adventures down and cruising the coast. So I got a little cleanup and touch up and all, but we'll get it. Biggest thing is we made it home safe and sound. Old Fred treated us right in the end. A couple little hiccups, but yeah, that was good. So hey, we will catch you on the next one. Cruising the coast, hopefully. We should be there next. I'm thinking Sunday, maybe during the week. We'll do Wednesday and trucks and tacos. So it should be a good time. Looking forward to going cruising the coast. If I've ever actually been there, I used to travel all the time, so I was never home during cruising the coast. But I'm home, so we're going to hit it. So Fred and I are going to say goodbye, and we will catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching all the way to the end and coming on our little adventure with us. We'll see y'all soon. Take care. Bye. Oh, Fred. Good old Fred. Fred's an all right old man.